Limbus Company. Who's a nerd? Who's a nerd? Say that again. What? Me? Me? No way. I'm not a nerd. You're a nerd. You guys are nerds. You guys are nerds. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's Sunday? The end of a weekend. A very short weekend. It could have been longer. You know, I discovered something about myself. But first of all, congrats on getting first to the Dream Realm Cube. Yippee! Have a good lurk, Pizza Man. Hello, everyone. Let me pin Clock's message. Okay. I remember to turn on redeems today. So we were starting the stream with good notes. Yeah? I can't see anything right now. My screen is black. I remember the redeems. I remember my coffee. I remember quite a lot of things today. And it's not because I didn't get enough sleep, or it's not because I got enough sleep. It's because I think it's about time where I just go, okay, you know what? I have to start remembering these. I gotta make a mental note for myself that this is the things that I gotta turn on before I start streaming. I gotta stop rushing to stream and pressing the start stream button. I'm so trigger happy when it comes to pressing the start streaming button that I always forget to launch anything else, like the game. Like I haven't launched the game yet. Like we're playing Limbus Company today and I haven't launched it. That's another one. Yap 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 yap. Yap 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 yap. Yap 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 yap. End of the weekend is just starting. I mean, for some other people, it's ending. It's Sunday night for some other people on the other side of the world, right? Hello, sheep. Welcome in. I'm about halfway through Canto 7 now. Yippee! Wait, I thought you were further than me. What happened? 8. Oh, okay. 8. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Saturday night, ma'am. Don't end my weekend. Wait, it's Sunday. Oh, I guess there's like... I guess I'm not like too early in the time zones. Okay, the time zones are a little like... I gotta figure it out. Some of you guys are a bit behind me and some of you guys are a bit ahead of me. So I am right in the middle of all the time zones here. I gotcha. You're starting Saturday? Wait, hold on. Is today not Sunday? Guys, oh my god, guys. I am stupid. It's not Sunday. Oh, I'm confusing my days. It's because yesterday we had people over. I didn't do any work at all the entire day, so it didn't feel like a weekday to me. It felt like a weekend. Yesterday was a weekend to me, even though it was Friday. And so I thought today was Sunday because I was like, yeah, yesterday was Saturday because people were over, right? No. It is the start of a weekend. You're right. You guys are right. It's just me. I'm the only one that's off. You're not stupid. You're a nerd. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not a nerd. You are. I am. Yeah, I've already lost the passage of time long ago. Long ago. 1,000 years ago. I'm just an old lady now. I'm just a hag tuber. It is dementia. A goober? No. You guys are goobers and nerds. Anyways, I was saying that I discovered something about myself. And that is that I am very prone to getting hives, right? And I found out recently that I'm allergic to lychee. Every time I eat lychee or lychee, whatever you want to call it, my skin starts acting up. And I realize now that it's not lychee. It's not lychee specifically. It's sugar. Because I think I've adapted my body. Like, my body's been adapted to having like as little sugar as possible throughout my entire, like, the last few years, to the point where like any bit of sugar, like a lot of sugar, would trigger hives on my skin. And lychee just has a lot of it, and fruit has a lot of it too. So yesterday I didn't have lychee, but I did have pie, and I ate a lot of carbs because my dad kept ordering fried rice and noodles, and then we went out to eat again for dinner because other people were over. And so yeah, I'm just allergic to sugar, and it could be stress as well. I'm allergic to stress and sugar because yesterday was so stressful. maybe my body just hates glucose. Maybe I should go on a glucose diet. Like, what? I just avoid it altogether. But it's fine. I shouldn't be having that much sugar anyway. I think the human body should not be absorbing that much sugar. So this is a good thing. Now I can actively avoid it and be like, I can't have it because my body will react really badly to it. And it's not because, you know, it's just bad for you. It's like two reasons. You did more testing to see if you're right about the sugar? Yeah, I was told to go see what is it called? Like an allergist? What's the name of it? A person who tests you for allergies, like what you're allergic to. But I hate going outside. I don't like making doctor's appointments. I don't like seeing the doctors. I'm already due for a lot of things. I'm due for a lot of things. I should. Don't be like me. Don't skip out on your doctor's appointments. Hello, Ozen. Welcome in. When's the last time you got vitamin D? I mean, yesterday. Like, I don't like going outside, as in I don't like going into establishments. I love going out into nature. And I love just walking in nature. But if it means I have to interact with people, if it means I have to see people, if it means I have to talk to people or be around people, then I hate it. And I would prefer not to do it. Your body needs sugar as fuel. It's whether it's a complex or simple sugars. Probably simple sugars that I cannot take in. I mean, there are, like, I'm still eating like rice and stuff, which is fine. But it could just be like an abundance of sugar that I cannot take in, or like just a lot of simple sugars that I cannot take in. I had pie. I had blueberry pie and cheesecake yesterday. And today my skin is flaring up again, so first time in forever when I had sweets. It's not that you hate the outside, you hate being in society. Exactly, yeah, that's exactly what it is. I just don't like society. Orange juice is the one thing that makes you immune to shots and needles. Is it? But orange juice is, if it's natural orange juice, I get it, right? If it's just orange juice, like orange juice has so much sugar in it as well. Sugar, and it's just boiled orange, and they add some fake artificial vitamin C in there. So you actually don't get anything from it but like fake vitamin C. The exact opposite of what I've got going on. Was it you, Bug Buzz, who says that you need sugar for your body? Anyways, this is why I drink black coffee. We should start the game. I'm just yap. Oh, I realize that you guys can hear Limbus Company in the background. On top of my voice. Okay, good. All of the audio is working as intended. Oh, the sugar top is tempting me to order ice cream. I mean, it's the perfect time. Summer's almost over. You don't want to order ice cream in the winter. Where is it? Limbus Company. Whoa. There we go. We're back. Limbus Company. It's Citron. I'm still ordering ice cream in the winter? You're a mad lad. I'm gonna say. You're not eating it in the cold, right? Like, you're eating it within a vicinity of like where there's heat blasting at you in your face. Or like in a very warm spot. Not in the snow. I will order ice cream in winter so they don't melt as quickly. Boo, yeah. I guess those are the strats, huh? How's the game going? I don't know. Hello, the wise. We just started. We're still on the loading screen. I've just been talking. Have you been grinding your leveling tickets properly? No. I have not. I have not been logging in. I logged in this morning. I used a little bit of lunacy to get more, what's it called? Modules. Ark, please. I just forget. I'm like, okay, I finished streaming and I'm like, all right, it's time to finish my commissions. And then I just work. Oh, shoot. Oh, oops. Oh, there's an update. That's fine. Did you know that cold countries eat more ice cream on average because it isn't seen as a summer dessert, but something they eat whenever? What, really? I didn't know that. Is that what's happening in your country, gamer? All the way up there in the north. Some people eat ice cream on cold days, drink hot coffee during noon on a hot summer day. What? Oh, by the way, Soul Wilder, I forgot all of your redeems yesterday, so I'm just gonna redeem them right now for you. I remembered. Here's your sunglasses. We'll have it. I'll be wearing sunglasses throughout the entire street. Oops. There we go. Just for you. Oh, Scotchy. Okay. I only know some people drinking a hot cup of coffee or tea on extreme heat. I've never met someone like that before. New download has been added. Return to the title screen? Okay. You know what? Whatever. Going. I've like completely forgotten I've added manager on my friend list because I'm gonna give her my Uma-sang? The what? Manager in your friend list? Who? The what? To be honest, my country has very harsh winters, yet we still be eating ice cream during the winter. You know, I will be. Just because we have very insulated buildings. We have very insulated walls, so it actually feels warm inside, and I'd be like, yeah, it's fine, I can eat ice cream. But if I was standing outside in a snowstorm, in the snow, when I'm already cold, you're never gonna find me eating ice cream. My cat wants attention. I'm so sorry. You can stare at me all you want, but I'm busy right now. Bye. Bye. New download has been added. Return. Oh, it's just a loop. Oh, they hate me. This game hates me. Okay, we're gonna keep downloading things. The Nothing Burger update bug. I think you shouldn't use the bottom bar. Oh, it's always the what is it? 11.91 KB. The bottom bar. It's buggy update for PC. How do I press cancel? Oh. No. Oh no. So don't use the bottom bar. Isolated balls. In Canada, all of our balls are isolated. So that we feel how do I get out of it? Oh, here we go. Okay. Cool. You gotta use the MD banner. Oh, so I was doing it right. LCB regular checkup. Welcome to Limbus Company. I am going to close the door so that I don't wake anybody up. I just closed the doors on my cats, and they looked at me. They were just staring at me from the outside, and they looked so miserable. Okay, I'll play with them later. Meaningless wrath. What happened last time? Oh, we just met the assistants. No. Heathcliff became the assistant. Heathcliff is the assistant to the director researcher. There's also other employees that we met. I forgot their name. Thank you, Clock. We got some backseating two streams ago, 2 Limbus streams ago, but I was too impatient to be like, okay, off with your head. I just let it happen. But you know what? It's fine. Fixed member needed. Oh. Okay. Only 2 of them. What? I'm sorry. He just came back into the room. He opened the door by himself. He came back into the room. Now he's yelling at me. Recommended level 50. Do I have a level 50? No. No, I don't. Maybe I should just bring some support. How do we use him? The battle. What is vague posting? I guess it's like making opinions about the future of the story. Yeah, like you're really gonna like what Heathcliff has to say in the next scene, like that. Or let's see. First one on the blocks. Heathcliff had already begun flipping through the papers in his hand. Did he want, like, fresh food? Had to pat my cat on the head. Okay. What an unfamiliar sight. Right. You! And you there! Inside now! Heathcliff, the assistant, pointed towards Honglu and Sinclair. Hello. 1, 2, testing. Am I coming through? As you must be well aware now, the Pikachu are entities that have failed to even distort. It seems like we'll be fighting the Pikachu again. Oh, right. I have a question. It's something that's been nagging at me the whole time since I arrived. Aren't these tests basically just us killing people for no reason? They're all safely contained, which means that they don't pose any danger to anyone. Why is he being such a bleeding heart all of a sudden? Oi, we've been slaughtering countless scores of those sods. So what's the holdup now? Yeah, but we didn't have any choice back then because we were on a mission and... Do you believe that taking a life to live is unlike taking a life for the sake of it? I do. I understand. Seems that the human memory is, after all, made to be finite, save for a few exceptional individuals. People are prone to misplacing memories even from yesterday. So, who are they, Dante? Who do you believe they are? This group you lead, always asking the hard questions now, okay? Given the expected communication difficulties between us, allow me to make this multiple choice question. 1, family. 2, friends. Or 3, colleagues. What's Dante gonna say? I guess they're closest to colleagues? Dante says 3 colleagues. Honglu was practically squished against the containment unit window, holding up 3 of his fingers. He's eavesdropping! He must have heard us talking. Incorrect. It's none of the above. The truth is that they are sinners. Not family, not friends, not colleagues. Prisoners. I know. But the knowledge of something and the acceptance of it must be distinguished. I learned that people are prone to forgetting their places. When the going gets easy, when life becomes comfortable enough for them to consider the luxury of timely meals to be a certainty. Thus, I find these reminders to be quite useful. These sinners bound to Limbus Company are still fettered by their chains and shackles. Naturally, they have no access to such thing as the right to refuse. Or, would it be easier for you to accept the fact if I were to suggest that you consider this but mere extension of your responsibilities? TikTok. Hello, Blobby. Welcome in. I know they're sinners, but I can't talk to them like... Translations are unnecessary. I think I get the picture of what was said, given the atmosphere of this room. Dante, when you agreed to the contract, you must have made some deal of sorts, to gain something to your benefit. Am I correct? Your memory, your head, and your past. There must have been so much that you would like to know, and perhaps your desire to get them back is what stops you from simply quitting. What I mean to say with all this little demonstration is that no one in this room has any right to grumble or refuse. Faust, is he usually... Yes, this is his usual demeanor. Hello, I know I'm not the one to talk, but you don't exactly have a lot of friends, do you? Would you be friends with Hohenheim? Would you guys be friends with him? Does he seem like a nice man to you? I I wish you said that to me. You wouldn't. Those who rise above their peers tend to attract a certain degree of hostility from others. Now, shall we begin? We are severely behind schedule. While the combatants do what they do, please pay attention to the following presentation about the Picatula projected onto the glass panel. He's bro vibes. He's very direct. I don't think it's a bad thing. This lecture has been prepared for the assumption that its students have an average level of knowledge. So, if you consider this presentation to be boring or too difficult to understand, then you may consider your knowledge level to be below average. He's saying, oh, you might be stupid. Oh, this material seems quite elementary to me. Not sure what's so difficult about this. Yeah, save for that when the lecture actually starts. As you must already know, there are 7 categories of Picatula, and as far as I am aware, the highest stage of Picatula you observed was in stage 3. So far, at least. Wherefore dost thou utter a little muttering of, so far at least, at the end of thine words, good sir? Sharp. Well, it's simple. We researchers have a habit of avoiding absolutes in all things. Never say never, or so they say. So, you're not ruling out the possibility that we might be running into Picatula beyond stage 3, huh? Indeed. We prefer not to put down such arbitrary limitations. Anyway, the first type of many Picatula to be covered today is Picatula array. Red Picatulum of Wrath. The nature of fire is to burn and burn until there's nothing left to be burned. His brain's too big. I wish I had his brain. I wish it was smart. I see. They're quite literally burning with rage. Now that I think back on it, didn't you express something like that before, Sinclair? I remember you screaming so fiercely that you could hardly control your own body. Oh, he's talking about Canto 3. Damn. On the other hand, I don't think I've ever seen you get angry or upset, Honlu. That's because the realization of meaningless extinguishes the reason for the spark to start a fire. Oh, I see now. No matter how much Heathcliff or Miss Out is bullying me, expressing my anger at that is meaningless at the end of the day. Okay, I did enjoy it a little when I had to accidentally step on Heathcliff's toes, though. But what exactly is the takeaway supposed to be here? Yes, that is exactly how it is. Combat tips. Oh, it's like we're inside the thing. Oh, he looks so cool. He does look like a rooster. What do you do? Gain blood flame. I'm guessing I have to guard? I have to use his clash bow counter. This one also gains blood flame. This one's just rupture. If this unit has blood flame, or if this unit has less than 50%, the what? 50% HP reuse this coin. So make sure that he's at half HP. Okay. Keep getting hit. Alright, okay, gotcha. I understand. Thank you for your follow. How do I pronounce your name? Starts vibrating. He loses health over time with self-inflicting burn. What? Wait, what? Is that the blood flame? That's the blood flame. Heal 3 SP upon staggering or killing an enemy. Is that a passive? Is it a passive? Wait. This is sanity. Where do I find stuff? Here? Oh. When activating Exalted Command the Lord Hong Yuan, Honglu gains the following effects as a Heisho bolus contamination effect. I love how this is in Chinese. Using a skill to inflict rupture, blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Cannot be staggered, fall below 1 HP due to burn damage, blah blah blah. So it just keeps getting burned, okay. This unit has burn, gain more blood flame. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I don't know. I actually don't know. Oops. What's going on here? Actually, you know what? Let's not win rate this just yet. Okay, Honglu, you take the first few and he will take the back few, and then we'll do this. All right, and see where this leads us. Yes? Wait, hold on. Which one is this one? All right. Hello, Farfetch. Welcome in. Ark, can I have a song recommendation? Like I give you a song or you give me a song? Yeah, just don't lose 5 head. Haha. So easy. Want to hear a tip for Lord Honglu just about his S3? Sure, go ahead. I did not read his skills, so just let me know. I think it's easier than me going in and reading it. This is a free backseat for you. Tell me what it's about. Yeah, the moment I start reading it, it's just gonna sound like blah 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 in my head. What are we doing? Oh, this is maybe what is win rate. So this is a skill 3, right? This is skill 3. I'm on ally Heisho pack. This makes me want to like pull for more Heisho IDs. Choose one unit with the least Unrelenting Storm stack and apply Unrelenting Storm and bestow a blah 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 blah. After Exalted Command completes, the Lord of Hongyu and Honglu activates the card of the Lord of blah 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 blah. Before Exalted Command is complete, use Lonesome Stand sacrifice claim to the garden instead. The what? I did not understand any of that. Maybe because I wasn't reading it. Basically, he can use 3 skills in 1 turn with his S3. Oh, that's why he has a cool combo with Faust, with Heisho, Mao Faust. I kind of understand. If you use his skill 3, you get a free attack. Huh? So use it to combo with all the other Heisho Sinner IDs. It's double on stream for some reason. Oh, you're right. It is. Thank you for letting me know. It's so interesting how you picked that up, because I normally can't. It ignores defense skills when using his S3, which is insane. What? Really? That's cool. Anyways. What does this one do? So is okay, we'll do this, right? And then we'll do... Wait, like, what do I do? So do I do this? So if I were to do this, does that work? Do I just, just try it out? Calm down, no, I'm panicking. No, I'm sweating. I'm never calm. Just read the skills and do what you think is best. Okay. Oh, you don't need a counter with Sinclair anymore until you run to Bloodplane. No, I appreciate that backseating. You're fine. Figs is fine. Is that Sinclair's voice? When in doubt, fuck it, win, right? Alright, let's go. Unopposed. They're very green. Their animations are so cool. Blow in breath. They look like matchsticks. They look like they're already on fire. Sinclair's lame? No! He's just a good boy. He's just a good boy. That is like the one thing I've noticed about this game, is that the animations and all of the art is just getting better and better and better. Please don't set your team on fire. It's too late. He's already burned. You can't tell me that now. Oh, we have people over. That's fine. I don't know if there's a point in doing this, but it is what it is. We'll try it. We'll see how this goes. To close the door again. I might. Hello, milk before cereal. How was limbusing the company? I am limbusing, alright. I just started, so nothing's really happened yet. Outside of the fact that Honglu was eavesdropping on Dante calling the Sinner's colleagues. But it's all good. Yeah, the company is limbusing. When Magical Girl died and Mount Faust got released, we knew that they were starting to amp up the production. When I saw some of the artwork for it, I was like, this is insane. Like, not to say that I didn't like the art of Limbus Company before. I think it had its charm and whatnot. But like, all of the new art has a lot more technical skills to it, like artistic skills to it. And I was like, wait, this is completely different from, like, for example, the newest Merceau artwork for his IDs were like very, very different from his Rose Banner ID art. Like, there was so much improvement. Look at N-Corp Ego Ryoshu. Is she the one that's coming up next? She's so hot, man. Oh, I'm guessing she's the next one. The one that everyone's yelling about. You, Sinclair's edgy Hey Show OC. It is. It really is. Solo leveling Sinclair. Alright, 7.57. Directionless sloth. Let's go. Oh. We're gonna have to bring a support unit here too. Rygor? I don't have any of your thingies leveled up. The Priest of La Mancha Land. Whoa, I've never seen this art before. Who is here? We've got Faust. We've got Merceau. Look who I can bring now, guys. Look who I can bring now. I can bring Capo Merceau edit team. Anyways. Okay, Gregor. Fire Fist Office Survivor. Oh, there's two. Oh, this is his first art. What do you do? Now I'm gone. You should try Horse Sang. Horse Yisang? But Yisang's not available as an ID as a sinner to bring. Bring the hag? I can't. can't. We're limited to these people. What do you do? I have him. Never leveled him. Okay.
걸맞는 곳이어야 할 것.
연료는 잔뜩 준비해뒀지.
걸맞는
연료는
의로움을 세우기 위해 살도 출진.
Malfaust is your best Faust, by the way. Okay, yeah, permission to time out Jinx for saying that. Oh, that's so funny. Next up, you three, let's get in here. Indoor voice will do, bud. We can hear you just fine without you shouting at the top of your lungs. Now let us discuss Bacaculum pregatiae? How do you pronounce that word, Hohenheim? Sloth. So the previous one, the Wrath, this one is Sloth. Cool. We're going in order. I want to hear Gregor screaming. Stones are sturdy. That's all there is to them. They're directionless and unmoving, completely surrendered to inertia. You're trapped in their current lot in existence until someone else comes along to roll them away. Truly, there is no better symbol for sloth than them. There's a new pregnant word. I am Preghetti? Where does that come from? This is Team Cool, by the way. Thank you for the head pet, Huasa. The Picatula pregnant. I'm gonna turn on Twitch alerts for myself because I cannot hear. Ugh, getting lumped in with these two is making me a real self-conscious all of a sudden, like I'm just some lazy incompetent. Do not compare yourself to Faust, Gregor. Should Faust become the point of reference for one's competency, the overwhelming majority of the city's population would be deemed incompetent. Preginertia? You guys are just making up words now. I'll admit I'm not the most diligent person in the room, but I'm taking back that comment about being incompetent. Check this out, fellas. I'm not that rusty just yet. Charging alone into danger poses. Too late. This will be harder than expected. Let us provide assistance. Alright, let's go. Whee! We're just gonna win rate this. I almost forgot what the phrase was for a second. What the name of that button was. It is win rate. It is win rate. Fight the lava monsters. No, the previous one was the lava monsters, right? These are the rock monsters. What is preginertia? I don't know, man. SF. I have no idea. I'm not the one making up these words. What is preginertia? The funny tanky rock. They're called... what are they called? He's so cool! Rock tastes like dirt? Are you speaking from experience? Do you eat rocks on the daily? I mean, they're both from the ground. Dirt and rock are from ground. Do not eat dirt. Dirt's a tad more bitter. By what percentage? By how much? I may be a geologist. You did mention that you were going to a copper mine? A copper mine mountain? I remember this. Rocks are literal jawbreakers. I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't. Did you know that... Is it crocodiles? They eat rocks to help them digest their food? They swallow rocks. I think birds do too.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못.
Some birds. Is it birds? I don't remember if it's birds. Crocodiles do. Dinos did too. Yeah, they're rock eaters. Crows do that. Is that what I remember? I remember birds, but like I've never seen a bird eat a rock before. At the same time, like I've seen a lot of birds in my life, but I haven't seen any crocodiles. So I'm like more inclined to trust the idea that rocks eat rocks and not birds. Like birds don't eat rocks,
막아내지 못하리.
right? Does that, if crocodiles are lizards and if dragons are also lizards, does that mean that I should be eating rocks as well? Do they suffer from kidney stones after eating rocks? Do crocodiles get kidney stones? I don't know.
틈을 끊어. 이제
I'm not sure.
지지길.
Say no to drugs, kids. Oh, this is kind of lava-ish. It looks like a volcano with an eye. This is just Cyclops. He's kind of cool.
불가 위야.
It's like he has 4 arms, 4 hands, and he's holding up rocks with his hands. Picatulum... Right, Prigate. I think.
전력으로 상대하마.
Does Ark bask in sunlight like a lizard? I actually do. I actually do. I get cold so easily. During the summer, I tend to like walk out every hour or so just to sit in sunlight in 35 degrees Celsius weather so I can absorb all the heat and go back inside.
받아볼 텐가.
So I do miss the hot weather. I miss it a lot. Someone spilled an entire crate of ketchup on that rock. Hello, Rem. It's an Arky. That's me. I want to love ketchup, but I can't. Oh. I did not expect that. Is that where the comes from? Oh, I see. I see how it is. I don't think we can do this. What's happening here? What's happening here? What is happening? Oh, we're missing one. Who are you? Gregor?
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Eat the rock. Eat the rock. When Marcel runs out of ammo, he loses Clash down due to his overheat status. Interesting. Get overheated. Get overheated. I can't take him seriously. Is he the only IG that does that? It's so funny.
받아볼 텐가. 전탄.
Okay, I have Fire Fist Gregor. I just got him I think a few weeks ago, but I never leveled him up, but this makes me want to level him up. This makes me want to use him just so I can hear the screams. The screams of anguish. How lovely. Victory.
언제나
I wonder if the voice actor had a lot of fun voicing the scream. So we're gonna have to do that again on my own time.
문제도 없을 것입니다.
Sinking on purpose. Just for the fire pit screams? Okay. Let me give that one to you. TV emote. I love this music. Actually, I don't think there's like a single piece of music that I don't like in Limbus Company. Okay, your eyes are available now. Or at least they should be. Sinking on purpose. Okay, these are the sinking Pikachulim. Let's bring we need to support Heathcliff because I don't have any Heathcliffs leveled up either. Yeah, we don't. Ugh. We don't even have a 3-tier Heathcliff. Oh, I feel so broke. Hello, Zachary. Welcome in. Send the haunts. Alright, here goes. It's haunts time. It's haunting time. We'll just go with her.
복제팀 바로 가지.
와일드 헌트야.
Oh, now we get to hear the laughing too. We get to hear Heathcliff laughing. Next up is gluttony. Roots of plants dig through the dirt in search of nutrients. What distinguishes them is, however, that they are not satisfied with satiation alone. The roots continue to grow, seeking an increasingly greater supply of nutrients. Suddenly, one day, my arm has changed. Is that the name of the app? No, right? Sappin and Manager Bud, that's me. Hello, welcome in. Hang on a minute, what's this? Heathcliff, after flipping through a few more pages ahead, looked up at Hohenheim and shouted. Wait, that's his ego? That's Gregor's ego? I'll go get my lunch and go back to drawing. Goodbye. Have fun drawing, Rem. Good luck on your progress. My arm has changed is what he says when he uses the ego. Oh, okay. Because I know suddenly one day, but I didn't realize that he says my arm has changed. Are we really going to do this song and dance for each and every one of those Pikachulim? Why don't we lump them together like how we paired up us sinners? Ha! I'm running low on patience already. Only simpletons would make such a basic suggestion. You have dinner. Goodbye, gamer. Enjoy your meal. It's standard protocol, in case you weren't aware. I'm also unhappy about this process, but sometimes we must swallow our complaints and do as we're told for the sake of proper test results. You make a valid proposition. Reference to his media. Media? Oh, his book. Oh. Wait, which one is Gregor's again? Hello, Ronan, welcome in. Happy Saturday. What? Very well, I also failed to see the necessity in fighting the Pikachu one by one, especially given the busy schedule ahead of us. Your suggestion is accepted, Assistant. Metamorphosis. Gotcha. I remember this now. Huh? What? Really? Aren't you the one who suggested it? If we didn't have to fight them one by one anyway, then why didn't we do this from the start? Because testing them one by one yields a more accurate result. Studies suggest that margin of error may grow by 0.06% when testing multiple entities at once. I see, but I say the benefits of a smaller margin of error outweighs the convenience of lumping them all together. Why don't we proceed as planned? Bloody hell, just let it go, yeah? Yeah, Outers, come on. Let's Dixon, welcome in. This very carelessness is why I think we can risk a 0.06% greater margin of error, right? He does look good with that jacket. I want it. Indeed, it is sometimes necessary to prioritize efficiency over the pursuit of perfection. I will abide by the executive manager's judgment. Guessing when the characters are British? Yeah, this guy, Heathcliff. Very well, then allow me to explain Picatula morositatis. The what? Citatus? Morositatis. Gloom as well. Yeah, Heathcliff. Is my British boy Heathcliff. Have you ever immersed yourself in deep waters? Quite easy to sink to the depths, no? However, the deeper one sinks, the harder does it become to rise again. The pressure suffocates you from all directions, no matter how much you thrash around, desperately looking for something to grab onto. All you find is futility. Such is gloom. The salsa leles? What the hell did I just hear? The Heathcliff. I suppose one of the few benefits of working for this company is that its constant motion gives no time for such emotions to drag us down, especially now that I have some level of confidence that they might actually keep the end of the contract. Ooh, sounds like a disagreement brewing. Even after I joined the bus team, I still feel like I'm floundering deep in some ditch, you know? Though I'm only here because I want to be here, but still. Are you sure you're in that ditch by choice? Maybe you just don't know how to rise to the surface again. The girlies are fighting. I don't appreciate hearing that from someone who doesn't even know what I'm talking about. well, it's all ready now, and you go. You too, assistant. You aren't exempt from the tests. Huh? Me too? Perfect timing. I've been getting a bit tired after all this mental exercise. Right then, let's wrap this up quick. You love your autism. The dapper lady. Oh wait. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't realize that. The timing thing does that too, like with her voice. Ooh. Anyways, they're all blocking. I'll use this here. Okay, okie dokie. Actually, I might as well do this. Okie dokie.
정당한 공무집행이다.
That was a very good British accent. I tried my best. I tried my best. Alright. Horse is out, guys. Horse is out. Hans is out. Peter, the horse is here. The horse is here. Hello. Hello, Korean name that I cannot read. Welcome in. Welcome to a Limbus Company stream. We're beating up the poor little monsters. Oh, he's so cool. Fire off. Memorial procession. I love it when he goes. What are those emotes? That's a horse? What is that? What's the second one? Is that a pew pew? That's him going pew 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 pew. Is that really a horse or just a giant headless wolf? Shh, shh. It's a horse. This... We pretend that's a horse. Thank you for the follow, Ether. Welcome in. Let's go. There's a... Oh, this is the second wave. Everyone's still... She's out of time moratorium. Horse is gone.
정당한 공무집행이다.
Yeah, it's a horse now.
직접 밝혀주마.
This is just like playing Uma Musume. That's a coffin emo. Oh, it's not a gun. I'm reading that wrong. 7 TV emo. Let's see, what is this one? Hans.
완전히 멈췄다.
주라니야.
It's funny because that does not look like a Hans. Here you go, it's available now. Let's go. Oops, we don't want that. Ooh, oh. Alright. He should be dead now.
날카롭고 정확한
비명을 질러라.
Roja 2 stack. What is this thing? Wait, have I killed this thing before? Is this my first time seeing it? Why is it pregnant? It terrifies me. This thing, it terrifies me. Are you still in time moratorium? I can't see. The horse is too big.
잘 들리지 않는다.
Oh, he is. Okay, let's go.
정당한 공무집행이다.
Giant water bear. True, it is a water bear.
집행한다.
I don't know English very well. You're doing fine. I completely understand everything you were saying. 100%. I couldn't even tell that your English is not good. It's very good in my books. Banned word? Pregnant? Is pregnant banned? There it goes. Imagine that thing, but in the back rooms. It's actually not that scary looking. If anything, it looks like some weird bug deity. Like it looks like a god of some sort. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
정당한 공무집행이다.
Roja 2 stack strong?
수 없다면 직접 후회를
Rodia 2 stack is strong. I get it now. You know, Rodia is just strong in general.
차라리
Look at her go! But it's not taking any damage! Lament, mourn, despair. Are you guys feeling the despair? Ugh. 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 Oh, what's happening there? It's fine. Win rate is win rate for a reason.
비명을 질러라.
날카롭고 정확하게.
Am I straight out of Princess Mononoke? It does look like it. Princess Mononoke or Ponyo? It's like a Ponyo monster. A Ponyo creature. I can't call any of the things in Ponyo monsters because they're not really monsters.
승자는 시간을 관리하며
It's okay if it's damaged.
패자는 시간을
It's good that it's damaged. I want to damage it more. Dulled harpoon.
조간 신문에 있던 문구다.
Ponyo is your cat's name? That's cute. Wait, you mentioned that, did you?
적절하지 않나?
Dulled harpoon. Oh, you want to counter Rodion at least twice her negative state so that she gets the most damage out of it without going back to positive. Ah, that's 2 stack Rodia. Oh, that's what they mean. I get it. I'm sorry, you don't understand the conversation. No worries. I am multi-streaming, by the way, on both Twitch and YouTube, so it might be all over the place. Everything I'm saying is jumbled. Things may not make sense.
자, 대골바가지랑 거미 대가리.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring support here too. Oh, everyone's got her. Okay. Just do that. What is this? Wing beat. Anyways. And Ryoshu edit team. I think we'll just go with these two. Yeah. Yeah. The two sinners that I don't really have them leveled, but it's fine. We're okay. I'm comfortable. Okay. All right. Here we go. To battle.
닥쳐라.
To battle.
누굴 팰지 내가 정한다.
One second. I'm gonna open one thing. Did they get rid of something here? OBS got rid of something. What? You know what? It's fine. Whatever. I don't care. You got a capital assault. I did. I sharded him, and then I sharded his ego too, because I was like, there's no way I can't get them. There's no way that I need to have them. I need it. Well, there weren't too much trouble. Next up, you two, get in there. With Ryoshu, let's do this, I guess. Thank you, Tori. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Thanks for coming to say hi. ST. What? She wants you to switch teams. Really? Now? What's your problem this time, Ryoshu? A dulled harpoon doesn't interest me. It's dulled so much that I doubt it can even impale that sickly nerd over there. Do I need your help? I think I'm okay. I can probably win rate all of this. I don't think she'll have too much trouble impaling Hohenheim. Goodbye, Marianne. Thanks for coming too. I'd rather watch the Blood Fiend fight again. Thou speaketh of me? That's that's quite the pickle. Oh, she wants to switch teams. Is that alright? Did you play Silk Song yet? I did, yeah. I didn't get very far though. Didn't have that much time. I was out and about yesterday. Oi, he wants to switch teams. Is that alright? Of course not. You heard the man, let's go. I'll admit my harpoon's not as sharp as it used to be, and I'll admit that I've lost a bit of my edge since then. But we're all sailing on the same boat. I'm not going to hold you or anyone back. I'm always ready to go back to razor sharpness when the need arises. X-Ark squared. Squared? X-Ark sphere. X-Ark circle. Axel and Guilty Gear Strive? That's a game that I have to play. I have no idea what Axel sounds like. I'm swapping you out as soon as you start making a fool of yourself. Lass, I thought I'd been clear enough on this. Switching teams ain't a thing. Pikachulam's super BA? Pride. Hohenheim droned in as if the bickering sinners didn't exist in his world. Wheels, symbol of technology and the vector of humanity's ultimate pursuit. The wheel, in its boundless pride, rolls on in search of the perfect circle, something unconquered even by nature. Yet, it remains uncaring for the flesh it rends, not the grass it tramples on its path. Isn't it just confidence, not pride? You can't get anything done by just sitting idly in peace. One might even say that pride is but another name for overconfidence. It oft claims trailblazers are those who have never tasted failure. Someone like you, Hohenheim? Well, that certainly is a perspective. Next up is luxurie, lust. Overconfidence is a slow, insidious killer. I should have learned English. It's so uncomfortable. I'm so sorry. It's okay. You got this. I believe in you. The meaning of peculum luxuriae, lust, is not exactly what it says on the tin. A more illustrative description would say that it is. Yes. An obsession to spread a fragment of what forms the self. A desire to propagate. To breed! Of course, there is more to this concept than just that. While the word itself may be subject to interpretations limited to the carnal understanding. This is Limbus Company. To share one's knowledge, one's ideas, to invite others into gaining the understanding of a sliver of oneself, you seek to express that such things are lust as well. Not bad. I always appreciate these discussions with learned. There never is any dead air. Get pregnant. You get pregnant, and you get pregnant, and you also get pregnant. You all get pregnant. Admit, Heathcliff, all of that flew right over your head, didn't it? Why even ask? Unnecessary. Shut up and get in there. It's Ark! Hello, welcome in! It's another Ark! Anyways, we're just gonna win rate this. Let's go. There's 2 Arks! Welcome to a Limbus Company stream, Ark. It's like I'm talking to myself. This is great. They're the real Ark. You're the Zark_Crevice. Sorry, I'm just a fake. The free echo. That's true. I'm not really Ark. I'm more like X-Ark. Crimson Spring. Yeah. Hey, Ark. How are ya? Oh, it's like my mirror self is talking to me. I'm good. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday so far. A wonderful start of the weekend. Start of the weekend, not the end of the weekend, because earlier this stream I did say end of the weekend. Today is not a Sunday. Where does Dreamy Ark fall under this? She's dead. Dreamy Ark is dead. This is rave music. This is rave music for sure. Everybody needs light sticks. Everybody's gotta start standing up and jumping. Everybody jump. Everybody jump. Everybody jump. What the hell's happening here? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Jump up and get down. I still believe in Dork's eventual return. Eventual? Oh, these guys are big! These guys are massive! Oh, we're fine here. I want to turn into a light stick. What if I just start flashing? Like not flashing as in like clothes flashing, but what if I just start flashing like glowing? I need more colors. This is really good music. Fluorescent art. Yeah, I need a glow neon blue, neon green. If I'm not glowing, what's the point? My life would be meaningless. We'll shove one more here.
대가리 딱 떼도
Your Ryoshi was an uptie 4. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
그득 지원할 뿐.
I'm guessing all of your Ryoshis are uptie 4. I need a translator. I need a Korean translator.
대가리 딱 떼도 시도는 좋았어요.
What are these things? Tumbleweed? Victory. You look like tumbleweed with eyes.
이렇게 쉽게
She looks so
승리하리라곤
cool.
상상도 못했는데. 아, 새가들에게 은자를 풀어야겠어요.
Anyway,
이런
stinging.
운동스러운
Here's
날에는
next one.
조금 풀어줘도 괜찮겠죠.
Honglu. Ark, how did you come up with your name? I love Ark Knights. Oh, insufficient. Oh, we're gonna have to do this. All right, enter. Okie dokie. What do we have here? Who do we have? I will bring the support here. What do you do? Thinking. What do you do? What is Line Breaker? Rupture Tremor. Rupture Tremor. Rupture Tremor. Okay. You have Ricardo as announcer. Yeah, did I tell you guys? I like one pulled him. I was only going to pull one time on the banner that he came out on, and then I pulled once and I got him. He wasn't really like on, like, you know, on the banner. It was someone else. I forgot. It was another ID. But that was when he just came out. Horse Prince, he sang. I think we will stick with this.
흑수, 오 흑수,
시간 체납쟁.
만곡된 직선을 직선으로 질주하겠소.
Verily, now is the time for young Yisang and I to face the test. The nature of her trial shall take form as Picatula Nvidia. I assume that we all have first-hand experience with static shocks. Oh, does static shock have aught to do with envy? Anyone who's been subject to both static shock and the envy of others must know that the latter stings in the same manner as the former does. I don't know the conversation, but I like your voice. Oh, thank you. I'm just, I'm reading everything on the screen right now. So this is technically like a... Would this be like an English lesson? Not really. No, right? Not really? I'll comprehend the explanations. I see. To explain in plainer example, Miss Don Quixote, you have always been fond of and held great respect for the illustrious color fixers, am I correct? Verily, I should be second to none, were my passion for them to be measured. Now? Now imagine yourself a convention of sorts, in which the said illustrious color fixers are holding an event to disseminate their autographs, and imagine that you are a part of the excited queue. Oh, indeed, I have mentally placed myself there. Proceed. Yet, in great misfortune, the event comes to a close, mere moments before you were to receive your autograph. Alack for woe! Fate plays such cruel jest in my pitiful soul. Now, do I imagine what sort of emotion would you feel for the fellow fan who received the final autograph immediately before you were to receive yours, if the chance was robbed? Well, 'twould be quite the jealousy burning within mine heart, a painfully tingling sensation in my... Oh! My, you certainly enjoy explaining things, don't you? I suppose all scholars are kindred spirits, after all. You two! Quit chin wag and get in there! Verily, then onward to a new adventure! Then I shall follow. Picatula and Vidia. Oh, they're just facing themselves. Oh, does not look good. What is happening here?
한화 휴재.
What do you do?
개인의 꼴몰지 마시오. 전장에
Three
전념하시오.
Strider. Game my 3 Striders. I don't think I've ever played Limbus Company. What is this about? It's like a strategy game? I wouldn't really say this is turn-based, but it's like Limbus Company has its own type of gameplay. But if I had to describe it, it would be like playing cards. It would be like playing TCG almost. And all of these are like different card skills. And Limbus Company is about a group of sinners who are looking for the golden bows. They signed a contract with Limbus Company, and we are their manager. We're just bringing them around. Yeah, it's about depressed people in a depressed world. It's pretty dark. It's a pretty dark game. The story's pretty dark. But this is like a side story, almost. It's like a non-main story. It's still like part of... It's still canon. But it's not part of the main story. Turn-based gacha RPG game. Would this be turn-based? It's like kind of turn-based. It's the main... I guess this is a main story. But it's not like the main cantos. How do I describe it? Because all of the intervallos are still main story. I think we're gonna have to do this. Unless we do this. Right? And then what do you do here? And then there are 6 skills. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like this. I think we're just gonna take some of the hits. It is what it is. It is what it is. Never mind, we're good. Failures can be completely excluded. We can't say the same for the intervallo so far. So the minis, would you say the minis can be excluded? The intervallos, I'd say like 100% you can't really skip them. We are main story, you're right. Green! We're green! Ah! A green! Oh, he's fine. You're doing okay. I wanted to pull for him. Oh, I did not like that. Anyways, he should be dead. For sure, 100%. Okay. Easy, right? Easy. Actually, I misshove Don Quixote back here. And we're gonna do this instead.
일기당천.
Most minis can be excluded except for the Walpurgis Night mini right after Canto 6.
짓밟아라.
The Walpurgis Night mini. Oh, that's the one that you told me to read. I remember this. Wait, was it? Yeah, it was. I remember. My memory's not that bad.
대상 사망. 징수 진행 불가.
Okay. Oh, these are... Oh, they're the W Corp ones.
일기당천. 마음 놓고
One day, I want to be big and strong like Yi-sang.
마음 놓고 열어젖히고.
I want to have a big, long spear like Yi-sang's spear. Let us prepare to collect... Oh. No! No!
일기당천.
Suddenly, one day, my arm changed. And then I became Gregor instead. And then and I didn't become Yi-sang.
마음 놓고 열어젖히고.
Okay, this is second wave. We're good. We're fine. Everything is A-OK. Is A-OK. Oops. Okay.
일기당천.
Everybody become Gregor. Everybody is Gregor.
이런 애.
I'm pretty sure a majority of people out there have the same personality as Gregor.
하나 넘고
He's just a very common man
꺾고 제쳐라.
with a very simplistic, common personality that everybody can relate to. I need water. I've not drank water this entire time.
마침내 굴레 하나를 끊었소. 두려움 없이 나아갈 수 있는 아씨가 그리던 홍원이
Did I miss
더 가까워진 것이요.
any? No, we're good. We got a stretch and hydrate from Mookie 2 minutes ago. I did miss it. Ons.
은사를 풀어주시오. 내 그것만을 바라고 온 몸에 피를
네.
맞춰가며 쉼없이 달리고
The
있습니다.
price of curios. This isn't Uma Musume. Oh, we can bring everybody but Don Quixote. Okay.
군주가 나선다.
Sure, why not?
군주가 나선.
의로움을 세우기 위해서라면
I'll still bring someone. I think I'll bring you for the 40% event currency. Unless... Is there anyone else? So it's just Sinclair. Right? Yes. Yeah, it's just Sinclair. It's all of Sinclair. Any Sinclair. Okay. We're fine then. Borrow you, Claire? No. No, we gotta borrow. Wait, hold on. Actually, it's either we borrow. We don't need to borrow anyone. We're fine.
걸맞는 곳.
자, 해골바가지랑 거미 대가리 후드려 패러 간다.
바로 가지. 이 순간에도
독재팀의 협조가 필요한 거지.
Okay, that's 6 of them.
말뚝을
Just in case.
소재가
Oops.
준비됐소. 소재 말뚝을 쑤셔 넣어 주죠.
No, I should just bring her on. Bring the support. Takes the support. Doesn't bring her on the team.
자,
I love that.
해골
말뚝을 소재가 준비됐소.
징수 시간이다.
I cannot read Korean. I wish I could. The foundation that led to the disaster was laid by none other than Isang, whose only sin was made an innocent, tragically casual comment. Sometimes after we ran our final tests. Please vacate the room, people. Cleanup coming through. Apologies. Miss Don Quixote has ought to. Prithee, avail me but a moment. The shoelaces upon Rocinante have come undone. What? How? I remember tying like 7 different knots on your shoes. Yet twere quite the hideous access. Sorry to be forced upon Rocinante. I have tied one of them once again in the shape of a ribbon. Yeah, the knots didn't look that great. Ribbons are cute. Oh boy. Wouldn't Ishmael be really good at tying knots? You have to get hit. Goodbye. Thank you for coming. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yet one must begin to wonder about the consequence of Miss Don Quixote freeing her feet from from Rocinante at her present state. Whatever art thou suggesting, Rocinante is none other than mine eternal steed, bound to me by fate itself. None shall ever dare sever the bond betwixt us. Ishmael is a sailor. She would be more knowledgeable about different types of knots. She would. She'd be tying very, very good knots. Why did she take them apart? It was a query posed toward Miss Faust, yes, yet I appreciate your answer all the same. And Faust's reply was what set fire upon the rather combustible foundation. I cannot know. What? Goodbye. Goodbye. That's a lot of goodbyes. An obvious outcome, given that no relevant data has ever been collected. Well then, no time like the present to get collecting, huh? Good thing we're in a lab too. Where else are we going to get another chance to do that? Of course, of action is highly advisable. Yeah, sounds like a bad time to me. I heard all kinds of horrible stuff happen on the train the moment her shoes came off. Sure did. But that's... It was but an independent decision called by Rocinante itself due to a certain extreme circumstances that had naught to do with mine will. Well, you know, potato. Is it wrong to think that Ishmael listens to Slipknot? Do you think she would? I think she would. I was already quite aware that the core of the individual may as well lie in her pair of running shoes. I gotta head out because of errands, so I hope I see you again in the next stream. Goodbye, Ark! Goodbye, me squared! Goodbye, the real Ark! Thanks for coming. The realist Ark. I was already quite aware that the core of the individual may as well lie in her pair of running shoes. Be on thee, thou shalt treat a person such I like some useless shell. What if we slipped her shoes off and on again really quickly? The standards here at the LCE department demand precise measurements. In other words, those tests would be meaningless if all we are measuring is a hollow shell. A hollow shell. We have indulged your predictable provocations enough, Hohenheim. It seems necessary to remind you that you have not yet received the full report of what transpired during that accident. In other words, you are risking the occurrence of an unexpected event. They're rage baiting her. I mean, that's one way to put it. You concern yourself unnecessarily. The construction of my laboratory boasts a rather solid build. Not even abnormalities on the most powerful side of things can puncture holes in its walls. Oh, very well. I will not force your hand, however, due to your unwillingness. I am behoved to record as such in my research journal. Due to the concerned sinner's utterly terrified reaction at the prospect of having to remove her shoes, I must unfortunately leave only a half-complete test result here. utterly terrified. Terrified? And for your information, these research reports are stored for at least a decade. Yes, we will have possession of a full record of your plain cowardice for at least 10 years. She's so mad. Outcome. Not available. Reason, subject was too scared to participate. After much contemplation, I have come to conclude that dearest Rocinante deserveth a moment of respite as well. And I, Don Quixote, shall demonstrate before thee that Don Quixote is Don Quixote in her core still without Rocinante's assistant. Are you sure this is a good idea, Faust? Hohenheim, if your employment at Limbus Company ever comes to unilateral termination, I suppose the cause would be rather apparent. Your highly irresponsible level of curiosity. Not a good idea. Got it. That would be my greatest honor as a researcher. Hey, if anything goes wrong, Isan will be on the ready to slip those shoes back onto your feet at the moment's notice, Kay? I shall be on the ready. Behold me, not with such excessive anticipation, all! There shan't be any revelations here. Don Quixote begins to untie her shoes. Seething. This 7-layered knot poseth quite the difficulty. Young Ishmael, wherefore hast thou tied these cords with such unwavering tightness? I was hoping they'd be the last knot those shoelaces would ever tie. Of course. Ah, there we go. Rest thee well, Rocinante. For I... The sinners and I were all quite nervous, but none of us stepped forward to stop this experiment. Why didn't we stop this? Was it because we thought we knew removing Rocinante didn't necessarily mean that she'll be losing control? Because we saw its effects in the warp train? And at La Mancha Land? Or was it because we assumed that Rocinante was now just a disguise? Now that Don Quixote has accepted her past as Sancho, removing it wouldn't affect her psyche at all. Whichever was the case, it was a mistake to ignore that nagging feeling. Guys, what's happening? These researchers don't know what facing Don Quixote, or Sancho, second kindred, is like. We do. Mother. Oh, Mother. Our existence is death and perpetuity. Complete us. Fill our hunger. We pray unto you. Fill us with the blood of humans. The blood of humans. The teeming, shouting voices suddenly began to echo in my head. The voices of all the children he had embraced. Or perhaps this was the blood fiend's instinct given voice, imprinted upon them at the moment of their birth. Proliferate this disease, embrace this unending hunger for blood, and propagate the family. So many voices, so much yearning, so much desire. Every single kindred that has ever existed in the past kneels for Don Quixote. Oh, dearest mother, as your children, when shall we be permitted to quench this thirst for blood? I must drink blood. I have to drink all the blood. All the blood that the family deserve to drink. I must. Dante. Dante, wake up! Ain't this a lot like the last time at the building when the fire on the head suddenly exploded? I gotta get a hold of myself. Do you think at the end of like Limbus Company we're just gonna see a very like distorted Dante? Thirst. My body can't even feel thirsty. This doesn't make any sense. Don't worry, Clark, they can keep talking. God. I'm okay. I'm okay now. What did you see, Dante? If we want to bring Don Quixote back, we're going to need to quench our thirst somehow. We need something to sate the combined thirst. The desire of every single kindred. They can't because they keep spouting out spoilers. Oops. That's not good. Do you keep any blood in here? Let's at least try to quench what's... Yeah, we have some blood samples if you need them. Damn it. Have you been listening to what the executive manager's been saying? It's the combined thirst of every single kindred. A few blood samples aren't going to do anything. So you're going to sit here and do nothing? Ain't this a matter of getting her shoes back on? Right, he's saying, shoes! Shoes! Get those shoes back on her feet! I cannot. A bizarre wall of pressure surrounds her. This is one luxury steak. Good flavor. I bought those luxury cigarettes with her last bonus pay. These ratings are incredible. So much power. Even in a state that is, for all intents and purposes, complete emaciation. What? You egged her on knowing this would happen? I had many outcomes in mind. Some were quite similar to this, but this is beyond even the most extreme of my predictions. How the fuck are we so calm about this? We got to do something. You haven't even seen how hard the last hits. What would be the use of panicking now? If the outcome doesn't align with the predictions, the first course of action should be to analyze the given data. However, it doesn't seem like our containment measures will be the answer here. Thus, the task of stopping her seems to fall straight onto all of you. He's like, not my problem now. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Time for us to pay the price of curiosity. Yeah, Ryoshi's like not even caring. She doesn't have a care in the world. She's just like, I just want my cigs. Alrighty, here we go. Here goes nothing. We're fine here.
정당한 공무집행이다.
Party hat greetings. Hello, Party hat Virgilius. Party hat Virgilius. Why does Virgilius have a party hat? Is this a... Are we partying here? This is not a party, guys. This is suffering. This is suffering. We have a lot of kindred who wants blood. This is why we will not be relying on Sancho and Shula's Dawn in the future? I see. Maybe they're just setting the expectations for us. Because, like, remember when they said, oh, Dawn's probably the most powerful sinner at this point, right? I guess not. Look, they're so cool. A perfectly wonderful party. Wonderful. Hello, Foo Fighter. Welcome in. Very wonderful. Like WandaVision wonderful? Where does a Wanda come from? Who is Wanda? I don't think I know a Wanda.
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어갈 거야.
I should bring Rodia to negative SP.
캬! 전탄 격발. 캬!
There he goes. Wonderful was a reference to Dawnlish. Dawnlish. Is that what she says? Or Dawnlish. I love that word. Don Quixote only speaks in Dawnlish. Announcer voice line. Oh. Okay, as we wait for this. Actually, no. I need my coffee, but we can wait.
이런 푹신한 날엔 안 풀리는 일이 없지.
This does not look good. I remember we did this before, but we did not struggle as much as whatever is happening here. No. This is not it. This is not it. Whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's okay.
시간 끌 것 없이
It's time for some caffeine. Win rate, spam and pray. That is exactly what I'm doing.
모험하군.
I gotta go. Thanks for the stream, Zark. Zark? Who's that? Goodbye, problems. Thanks for coming. You can do it. You can do it, Marceau. He can't do it. Oh, he can't do it at all. Oh, everybody's staggered.
정신을 잃었네.
Oh, this is a hard fight. Okay. You know what? Whatever.
갚아주지.
So this is what I learned. I don't think I am cooking. No. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Hey. I'll take this. I'll take this hit. I will not take this hit though. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh. You know what? We're gonna have to restart, but let's see where this takes us. This shall be fine. Good.
다소 즐겁군.
Cooking up what not to do in the next round.
뜻을 이루기까지 죽으며
And everybody's dead.
나를 비껴가라. 총알값 아까울 놈은 아니군.
중지는 늘 기억하지.
Okay, we're all still quite alive.
식구들에게 이 모든 짓거리들
No, we're not.
반드시 되갚아준다.
No, we are not. Oh. We're gonna have to say goodbye to Lu, perhaps?
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리.
Every copy of Limbus Company is personalized.
지나온 길을 생각하면
Yeah, we all are playing our own game. Every single game is slightly different. Trade eyeballs.
무상한 목숨. 불끈한
Can we get
한 번.
them down? Can we get Sancho down to the stagger bar?
지키겠다면
No, I'm guessing that's a no. I'm guessing I can't. Oh, okay.
감히 중지를 건드려?
We are so
전부
close.
죽이고 기억한 뒤 척결한다.
We're pretty close. I'm gonna say no to time moratorium right now. What is this? What are you doing? What are you doing here? Right, we're slow. He's slow. We're all slow. Anywho,
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리.
I think you're losing. Me too. I think so too.
얍.
Oh, I should have brought a... Did I bring a support? I did bring a support. I did bring a support. Okay. Look at him go. Look at Sinclair doing his thing. There we go. Okay, guys. We did it.
푹신. 최상이군. 이런 푹신한
We're
날은
somehow
안 풀리는
closer.
일이 없지.
불길 속으로.
Clutch maxing. Every hard fight is me clutch maxing.
깨지 마. 이대로 손들래.
말도 안 되는
More damage. Give him more damage. Oh.
모아둔 시간을
전부 새기고 기억한 뒤
쓰지.
척결한다.
Okay. Are we doing okay now? We're doing better. Okay. Now we just Now we just win rate this. Yeah?
불길 속으로.
삿갓을 바로 해주시.
Nuclear gut. Hello. Why is your whole team wiped out? That's a very good question that I've been asking myself as well. I wish I knew. Actually, no, I've just been clicking the win rate button, but it's fine.
그 오물을 떼어내주지.
I trust in my sinners. I trust in the game to do its thing.
감히 중지를 거두며
Deader than your hopes and dreams. Everyone's dead. It's fine.
척결한다.
Just like me. The heck is happening here? Anyways, you can't clash with anyone. Anyways, we'll just keep it this way. He's gonna die next turn. It's fine.
점 찍었네.
I don't think we can get Sancho down to their second stagger bar at all. It's pretty far away. Like the first stagger bar was easy, but the second one,
먹어
not as easy. It's because you're looking away, Chicks. That's why everyone's dying. Kidding. This is expected.
이런
This is 100% expected.
형제의 원한이다. 정부의 추가에 두고 조만간 갚아주지.
대가리 딱 떼도록.
My bad, I'll keep my eyes glued next time. Hello, Merc. Welcome in. Happy planetary rotation state to you too. Happy Saturday.
전력으로 상대.
I remember now. I remember the day of the week. There's a lot of red on the screen.
전탄격발.
Red's a very lovely color. I did say we're gonna have to restart this fight. This was totally expected. This is just practice round. We're just practicing here. Hello, Shiro. Hello, guys. Welcome in. How was Roblox? Thank you for the follow, Tiger. We're just, we're watching cool cutscenes. Look at all that blood. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, look how cool Sancho is. I hope you guys had a very good stream. What must you do? Don Quixote? Question mark. Hello, Shield Sparks. Hello, Slien. Like alien. Is this spoilers for you, Shiro? Shiro, look away. Shiro, goodbye. Hello, Yuri. You just gotta believe. I believed. We're fine here. We don't need to restart, right? This is it's to be expected. I can't see us, like, destroying, killing Sancho at all. Sancho's too strong. I have to be the mother to all of them. The family's thirst, it's... No, my lady. You needn't be the mother of anyone here. Here. It's Virgilius! You are a sinner. Nothing more. Ooh! Oh, he's so cool! Heck yeah. There's the goat. There he is. The guy that always, like, he's the Deus Ex Machina of every single, like, fight that we cannot fight. This guy always just comes in out of nowhere. I will not place the blame of this incident on anyone, Dante. Understand that no one here could have expected this outcome. I didn't. I was like, I'm gonna have to restart this fight. Given the dearth of intelligence regarding the binding tool the first kindred had gifted to the third sinner. Well then. I hadn't had that much first-hand experience with watching Virgilius fight, but this was certainly the most exhausted I've seen him after a fight. If Virgilius was getting exhausted fighting Sancho, I'm not gonna expect that win at all. Have you read Virgilius' story? Nope, I haven't read Leviathan. I decided to say nothing, and turned the clock. After some time passed. Don Quixote, what happened? Did you lose consciousness, or did something affect your memory? Manager Squire, my memories were fine. But I heard something as soon as I removed my shoes. Voices, right? Once again, you have witnessed me. Yes, the voices. So many voices. But voices? The voices of my family. But the blood fiends of La Manchaland are all... Sinclair trailed off. Every single blood fiend left inside La Manchaland was killed when the amusement park collapsed. In other words, most of Don Quixote's lower kindreds were dead. That is... indeed. That is correct. But I cannot well explain how... The only way I might explain this is... that it was through my very blood, though my very blood remember them still. I recognize some of them. Some were voices of those I once deeply cared for. Seems that I was, against my own desire, made to ascend to my father's seat. Perhaps I always was, ever since then. And I was struck not only by my own thirst, but the combined thirst of every single one of the children. Thirst. Do not the Don Quixote. Do not the Quixote. Do not the Don. Indeed, I am also bound by that thirst. It is only natural because I am a blood fiend. Thus the pressure of it all broke my hold of sanity, and I hurt you all. As Don Quixote the blood fiend, a higher kindred, not as Don Quixote, a sinner and your friend. Don Quixote, this isn't your fault, it's... No, such words are now meaningless. She looked down at her pair of shoes, the strings again neatly tied. The higher office will now be regularly supplying you with the artificial blood packs. Hohenheim approached us, after spending a while vigorously scribbling something on his notes. The blood substitute will be very similar to real blood in terms of composition, and we won't have any issues with supply. Do you think she'll need them? Especially with, like, Rocinante on her feet already? She's got seals. She is sealed. I don't suppose you actually believe that mere willpower will be enough to withstand this urge. I have done quite well suppressing it thus far. Indeed, that was precisely the wick attached to the ticking time bomb within the LCB. Must I remind you that the soundness of this limiter, yours is quite tenuous, as today's events must have demonstrated? Is your implication that the purpose of conducting this reckless experiment was to determine the full extent of the latent danger? I don't know, it seemed like he was in it only to sate his curiosity. Call it merely the auspice of opportune convenience. The risk factor had to be measured sooner than later. Had I known the full extent of the danger she posed, I would have immediately requested a forceful summoning of your department. Of course, as large as the void of unknowns was, we were able to fill it with much new information. Yeah, like, curiosity killed the cat, and some of us died. Certain analysis can be drawn by comparing the reports regarding blood fiends, this very experiment. Let us discuss the thirst you experienced first, for example, the combined desire of every lower kindred. Indeed, it is true. The Magican kindreds have been completely eradicated due to the event of the La Mancha land, but you still heard the voices of your children. Yes? What are you trying to say? I aim to discuss the powerful binding force contained within blood. LCD's cooperative report explains that blood is not merely a carrier of nutrients, but something more, and it contains certain abstract values as well. We sent in a complaint that the report was far too vague in its wording, and we received a reply, and their on-site investigative reasoning team leader spat out, the contents of which were equally fascinating. This desire of the kind, thirst, is something that may as well be imbued and imprinted on familial bloodline. Normally, the weight of this thirst is far too heavy for any individual to bear, which is why they propagate, to bear the unbearable burden together. But considering that all of this desire is now focused onto an individual, on account of extinction of her entire family line, it is easy to see why her hold to sanity is so easily broken, no matter the strength of her will. She alone was made to bear the responsibility, the pressure, the duty of having to raise the family once again. And because none of these needs are currently met, there comes the endlessly exacerbated thirst, and more thirst. It is quite fascinating to see how your kind preserves the very abstract values and physical form of blood. The mere word thirst does quite the insufficient job of describing the intensity with which you have lost control. It was my oversight, I must admit. I do respect your efforts to be liberated from your nature. I truly do, but I also maintain that it is highly advisable for you to regularly consume the provided blood packs. Understood. But one day, I wish to dismount the Rocinante and walk bare feet and feel the earth under my own skin. Stinky feet. He's got stinky feet. I was able to establish one positive fact from this exercise, however. Suddenly, one day, my arm changed. That's exactly what she was talking about. What might that be? That there are those who quite literally throw their lives on the line to stop you, even if you were to take off your shoes. In other words, I don't believe it to be necessary for other departments to exercise any separate control over you. Well, now that I've had first-hand account of her conditions, I will write the following in the report. Still, quite unstable yet. With effort from the subject herself and efforts from various other environmental factors, the subject has been deemed sufficiently controllable. Once again, I do respect your efforts. Or any kind of effort, really. Because I've never had much use for it myself. Don Quixote took a deep breath, and turned to face the sinners. By then her eyes had regained their usual softer look. But sorrow was seeping through the tone of her voice, despite her theatrical manner of speech returning. Her tone reminded me of her time at La Mancha Land. My deepest apologies, dearest friends. Forsooth, I shall ever persevere to see that Rocinante. My shoes are never to be removed again. Lass, you're looking at it all wrong. You're going to remove the shoes one day, yeah? That's what you're going to persevere towards. Verily. I think she let out a brief, quiet laughter. Ah, Manager Esquire. Perchance is there aught that thou concealest from my knowledge? Well, what do you mean? I don't think so. It's no coincidence that at the very moment I noticed Faust looking in my direction. I don't know if I made the right choice here, but Faust nodded lightly as though to say that I did. I stopped hesitating, and the tick-tocking noise came to a stop. Very well then. However, I cannot help but admit that I felt some degree of anxiety as I watched Don Quixote walk away as though nothing had happened. Ooh. A lot of things happened. A lot of things to process.
나를 들뜨게 만드는 일은 많지
Now she's the
않지.
embodiment of all blood fiends.
그 귀중한 경우의 수에 들어맞았군.
He's so cool. Why is Bruce so cool?
회수하지
I need to
않은
pee, guys.
팁.
I will be right back. I need to pee and stretch. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. If you're still here. If not, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye. Hi. Hi, I'm back. Hello. Favorite follow Dr. Wolf. Alright, on to 7.5. 12, the hierarchy. Thank you for the welcome back. Here goes. Goodbye, clock. See you later. Well, now that's over and done with, I would like the sinners to come gather around here. Hohenheim placed the sinners in a single file before him and began. Now, the regular checkup is complete. We finally have enough data to compare your pre-employment statuses to those of your current selves. Which means... Indeed, we were able to measure your pre-employment combat capabilities as well. Oh, and what are your conclusions? Allow me to preface this by saying that there isn't much significance in establishing this particular hierarchy of power in a linear scale. Like I said, you are all equally mediocre, at the present anyway, and... there's plenty of significance, alright? We've all gotta know who's the big boss! Well, this is but a speculation of the worst case scenario. We must know which one of us has the most right and authority to lead the rest of the sinners in case our executive manager becomes due to some unknown yet inexorable circumstances. Unavailable. The big boss. Metal Gear Solid. Hey, that's... He's jinxing Dante. Look at her smirk. He's ready to kill him. Don't listen to anyone weaker than I am. What if there was a reason I was the first one asked to introduce himself? There was a burgeoning interest among the sinners to see which one of them would be at the apex of the scale, were they to be measured by the strengths prior to their employment. I heard Metal Gear Solid mentioned from the living room. Metal Gear Solid! Hey, maybe before I lost my memories, even I... Dante. Don't. It is interesting how every collective has a desire to get the clear picture of the pecking order. A negative expression of this desire may even lead to juvenile behaviors among children, for example, stealing their colleagues' lunches for meager reasons such as scoring higher than they did on a test. Is he calling them children? You're not speaking from personal experience, are ya? Thus, I believe that trying to conceal the outcome of the test from you would be quite meaningless. Each one of your placements in that line you are standing in signifies that very order you were so curious to know. I do not wish to waste any more breath on this subject. There was a long, long silence. Then the sinners all simultaneously turned to look at the person standing in frontmost position of the line. We know nothing about this guy. This has to be the longest, most awkward, most loaded silence I've ever felt in my life. Much did I wish to hold shrouded in my fathoms, yet I yearn still to convey that we are all more than meets the eye. I pat him on the head. Yet there remains a certain abundance within my heart. Perhaps the test of this day paint a picture of both my qualities. Thus spoke I, he sang. He sang, I will place trust in the faith that all of you shall one day sprout wings, as I have. He sang, it's the other way around. The poor guy. Ah, yes, the line was made from my point of view. How unideal. From here, the sinner wielding that oversized lance is the one in the front of the line. Well, you said some cool words, though. We got this right, you sang? Well, 'tis quite the bashful occasion. To the center of such fervent attention of one such company. I wouldn't say fervent is the right word. Worried, maybe? I shall be vigilant. No one seemed to have any objections or doubts about who the strongest sinner was, given the earlier event. On second thought, it appears that it would be best if we left the command to Ishmael, as we have done so far. Aldous mumbled through gritted teeth. Forsooth, I am in agreement. I am most partial to Rose as defending fixer or esquire, just off the case that such side characters enjoyed greater popularity since time immemorial. There we go. Very happy to see this discussion not coming to blows. Now we're all ready to move on from this? Wait a minute. Aren't we all forgetting something pretty important? That's just how the world works, Greg. No one remembers anything between the first place and the last place. I even forgot my own placement in the order. No, I mean... Fellas, I wasn't even a part of the list. Oh, were you not? Who cares, mate? There's 12 of us. Some people just fall over our radar. A big deal. Let's just get on with it. Hey, you can't just disregard me like swatting away a fly. Poor guy. I guess somewhere around my level probably. Or Heathcliff's. Ishmael replied in a voice that had clearly lost all interest in this discussion. You're the sinner with that bizarre insectoid arm. We had no choice but to place you in the least favorite category of all researchers. Exceptions. Ugh. Ugh. Oh no. They really hate that, huh? Just the bug arm. In other words, you are a unique case that cannot well be placed in a list or a scale. To do so would be irresponsible. I'd say you carry a certain potential. That, potential is it? Does it mean that I could also be first place if all goes well? If you didn't see it all, the list was strongest week was Dawn, and then Aldous, Ryoshu, Merceau, Faust, Honglu, Rodion, Heathcliff, Ishmael, Sinclair, and Yusei. Oh, interesting. Huh. Aldous is second? Let not this query harrow your mind, Gregor. Your day will come. He's potential man. Feels funny getting consoled by the guy who plays last. Poor potential man. Why is Aldous so strong? I'm guessing it's because we haven't got to her Kanto yet, but she is like the Odyssey, right? She's an actual god. The Smoke War veteran thing. New classification codes. In tour. After some time passed. Five hours later. We must discuss the classification numbers. They have been assigned risk levels for distortions, just as we have for abnormalities. The observation logs you have written for us were of great help, of course. My researchers struggled to parse the handwriting of certain sinners, however, but it was good data all the same. We once had a 3-hour debate over a letter. Even that bloody governess given up trying to fix my handwriting. Heathcliff grinned proudly and wiped the sides of his nose. As you must all be well aware, the current system of classification numbers has a rather significant oversight. Are you going to finish this Intervallo? I'm going to finish it eventually, but I don't know if I can finish it today. I usually just end stream in around half an hour. That is, if I'm able to finish it in half an hour, then yes. I will finish it today, if that is your question. La Campagna? The Limbus is bugged. It keeps kicking me to main menu. That is exactly what happened to me. Apparently, you can't use the bottom menu, or it will keep making you download the 11.16 megabytes of whatever. So you have to go through the story or anything else through the mirror dungeon, through MD. Yeah, it's not just you. I found out through stream too. As you must all be. If you need to sleep, go to sleep. I need coffee too. Hold on. Ah. Nice glasses. Thank you. I forgot to redeem them last stream, so we're gonna have it up for this entire stream. Hello, Nero. Good evening. Good evening. As you must be all aware, the current system of classification numbers has rather significant oversight. Because abnormalities were creations of the former L Corp, our classification system had to be lifted whole from their system. However, the criteria by which the former L Corp measured the risk levels was the amount of their energy productions. You only had to deny the 22B download prompts once in a while and everything else was fine. Was this for PC? He's bugging out! As a correlation of sorts, it was often the case that the more aggressive abnormalities produced more energy, but their destructive capabilities were not part of the criteria despite the correlation. That is why abnormalities were assigned relatively low risk levels despite their potential to kill even multiple higher ranking employees. Hang time! It's hang time, everyone! Or as an energy company at the end of the day, it makes sense that the priorities would be to measure the energy output. However, here, both abnormalities and distortions must be suppressed via direct confrontation. Thus, the former L Corp's classification system is rather incongruent with our purposes. I once heard someone say that we should be wary of people who drone on and on in the intro. Thus, it became necessary for us to reorganize the distortion's risk levels and classification codes. Wow, how interesting. So whose job is that going to be? I am rather taken aback by the naivete of which you asked that question. Us. It's us. Sinners without the right to refuse, was it? Wait a sec. Aren't you just offloading your own work onto us? A privilege given to researchers. Oi, don't be so ignorant, yeah? This is all just, in order to research the distortions, right? We gotta... The other way around, assistant. We've got to do research on distortions in order to solve them better. It's the elementary shite. Hohenheim's really got you wrapped around his finger, you know that? According to the LCD on-site investigative reasoning team leader, the progression of distortions is much like that of a disease. The fate of an abnormality awaits at the end of the distortion phenomenon, after all. When a distortion progresses into an abnormality, all pre-existing individuality is erased, replaced with the totality of an abnormality. Thus, it is important to bring back a distortion that has already transformed into an abnormality. It will no longer have the reversibility it once had in the distortion phase. So, a distortion like the Time Ripper fella would eventually become an abnormality too, if left untouched. If you're referring to the subject HE6PI2001, then yes. This is simply a prediction, of course. Because that particular subject isn't contained here, I cannot say with absolute certainty that its progression into an abnormality will be observed. Correct assessment. This guy has not said anything this entire time. Oh, didn't Limbus Company collect the Time Ripper? We hoped we would, but T-Corp was very adamant about their claim over the entity, to the point of where they refused to even sit at the negotiation table. I found their time-ripping ability quite fascinating, but sometimes I must know when to cut my losses, I suppose. Wait, so the HE something is a new classification code format? Indeed, because it is difficult to identify and observe the origin and the shape of the distortion, we had decided to forego that information and instead replace them with their sin affinities and expect damage scale. Sin affinities, PI must refer to Brigitia Sloth. It appears the classification now mimics the classification of the Picatula. They do indeed follow the same thought process, if we're being technical here. I wouldn't say it mimics it. It would be more accurate to say that, as the Picatula are once the origins of the distortion phenomena and its byproducts, the affinities can be transferred 1 to 1. What's the expected damage scale? Combat capability, I'm guessing. I remember them saying that the risk levels were determined based on the encephaline production rates, which is not the most meaningful information to us. We have to fight them directly. It was a tad inconvenient to put a nebulous idea like combat capabilities into a singular numerical scale of power. Certain entities have idiosyncrasies and variables that may make such a linear measure quite meaningless. So instead, we decided to measure the expected amount of damage that Limbus Company personnel may suffer should they engage these entities in battle. While this Time Ripper poses very little threat against the sinners due to their idiosyncrasies, the unique nature of their weapon means they can immediately deal a nigh-fatal blow to anyone from the LCC department with a single strike. That is why the distortion was given a rather high expected damage scale of 6, from a scale of 1 to 10. Please do note this is not a perfect system, and these values are there only as references. Limbus Company! Hello, Earl King, welcome in. This guy's yapping a lot. We're learning a lot about the lore. But also, I need a lot of water. Will this standard be applied to abnormalities as well? We have plans to do so, yes. Risk levels and expected damage scales will be coming before their classification codes. Speaking of which, I have something to show you all. What is it? What else other than the monolith? One with the highest potential values among Limbus Company businesses. The monolith! We can finally see it! This, the development of the transportation, management, and processing methodologies of the monolith is glowing achievement indeed. The artifact by its very nature poses a great danger. I hesitate to embrace its use so willingly. A great danger? But when you say that we are beset by danger at all times? The arbitrariness in deciding how dangerous something is coming from the degree of which it poses a risk. As you must already know, the monolith here is a device that can force a distortion. It is scattered throughout the city just like the Golden Bough. First only in possession of the fingers and the syndicates of the back streets, to now being collected by companies both large and small and nameless, like a plague. Welcome to a Limbus Company's stream. That is exactly what we are playing right now, Limbusy. We also learned that they had become a rather high priority targets for some wings out here. Hello, not cool, all. Happy Saturday. Good afternoon. As luck would have it, we managed to begin our research, expedition, and collection of the monolith much earlier than the others, now that we are already in the stage in which we may partake in the processing and the scales of those artifacts, expanding our business ventures. You could say that we narrowly avoided the very unsavory fate of having the tussle with the wings for the possession of these artifacts. Because we may have had to confront the wings directly were that the case. Man, this guy talks so much! Asking out of pure curiosity here, what would happen if we were ever assigned a city threat level? Yashi, how about we don't ask questions we don't ever want to find out the answers to? I mean, what if we, due to some contractual shenanigans, end up going against associations? I think it'd be a good idea to know ahead of time just in case. Hello, sentient being. And Limbusy. Seems like a question worth entertaining to me. Not as bad as Herbert, but I feel like at least Herbert has some interesting dialogue to say. It's not all just, you know, info jargon, right? I think he's funny. This guy's just pure info. Let's see, from the counter to the start of the city, I suppose your assignment will be somewhere between Urban Plague and Urban Nightmare. Not SOC yet, are we? It almost sounds as if you want to be given a threat level. It is true that you, upon first sight, due to your revival powers and the potential of the identity technology, may appear to pose a rather troublesome risk. However, you have a very clear and obvious weakness. Indeed, all of our advantages will be moot upon the manager's death. Hohenheim slowly turns around to look at me, prompting Faust and the other sinners to follow suit. Dante's in the spotlight. If we protected them, though... I am impressed by your optimism, given the kinds of enemies you have faced thus far. We don't even need to go as far back in time to discuss the incidents with the fixer Siegfried, or Big Brother Ricardo, I read from your reports. Should the third sinner suddenly seek to attack the manager with her full might, do you truly believe the rest of you would be enough to protect them? No. The flow of this world is that the manager will be preserved. That no such thing may come to pass. That's enough, Hohenheim. Any further divulgence in Faust will open a disciplinary committee to discuss the consequences of your careless words. Not there yet, are we? Very well. Whichever is the case, you do have the potential to become a star of the city threat at some time in the future. But do remember that it would be best if we could avoid that unfortunate designation. He's foreshadowing, guys. This is what's gonna happen in, like, Canto 13. And please don't forget that this is only true as long as you have Limbus Company's backing. It's what's gonna happen. We're gonna distort. Dante's gonna distort. The final checkup. Is this it? 14? Is this it, guys? Is this the last one? Oh, please. Yeah, we're talking. That's it, right? Is this a dungeon? You don't have enough egg and filling modules? Yes. Okay, do it. Add one more. His devil trigger, that'd be so cool. This is a dungeon. Alright, guys. Rigor? I'm gonna bring you. He's not gonna help at all. Dungeon is the last. Maybe we shall save this for next stream. Do you think we should do that? Chat? Talk? Yeah. It's in 20 days. It's on the 25th. Or I guess we can keep going. Let's see. Let's see how far we can get through this. Alrighty. T-Corp Class 3 Collection Staff. Or T-Corp Class 3. What is this? VDCU staff? Recommended level 50. I think we're good. We're all semi-level 50. Maybe we need a better level 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I play Limbus Company for Arc Knights? Yes. I've been trying to get Sentient Being into Limbus Company. They haven't given me an answer yet. I have been trying. Enter. Because I feel like Sentient Being would enjoy Limbus Company. Like, they're into story games, for sure. Enter. We're almost done with the regular checkup. Finally, we have a chance for you to overcome an adversary based on what you have learned. Adversity based on what you've learned this far. And for me to prove my hypothesis. What hypothesis is he talking about? No need to worry. My hypothesis has never been wrong, most of the time. This experiment is entirely of my own design. Supervision. And I will faithfully follow my own pure curiosities and instincts as a researcher. Guys, I have a feeling we're not gonna like where this goes. Now, do you see this monolith here? Yep, I do. That's a monolith, alright, but don't you worry. My researchers will be the ones to activate the artifact. Activate the artifact? Oh, guys, are we distorting here? Here and now? Not on you. Relax. I understand that none of you would be willing participants to this experiment. I swear, if you're going to force us to distort, saying that we have no right to refuse or something, I'm gonna... Yeah, hang on. I can't let you do that, even as your assistant. Yes, but if you must, we are willing to send the weakest sinner among us for... she's already sacrificed someone. Forget I said that. That was foolish of me to say. I will be the subject of the experiment myself. I'm gonna fight him. You're going to distort yourself? Am I hearing you right? He's gonna sacrifice himself? Can you, like, turn back time for him? We can't. Aren't you curious to see what kind of distortion you'd end up becoming? I'm sure this is a question you have all entertained at least once. Oh my god. This man. No, I ain't curious. It ain't a very pleasant experience either. He's done it before. Hear it from Heathcliff. Heathcliff. Stop gritting your teeth like that, assistant. Will have an adverse effect on your long-term dental health. What if you just end up turning into a pacatulum? You could end up becoming a pacatulum, just another one of those fodder we slaughtered our way through for the tests earlier. You're risking that? It is indeed a possibility. It would signify nothing more than my very own limitations. Just a mediocre shell. If such an incident comes to pass, these employees will transport me to a containment unit. We even made a bet on what kind of pacatulum I would turn into. He bet on Goulet, I on Invigier, and her on Brigadier. But how could... Think about it like this. If I were to become a pacatula, it would be akin to losing at a game of chance. Of course, what counts as a loss may depend on what I, at that precise time, consider to be losing. But the mere fact of turning into a pacatulum raised me of any value to life. I'd say he was being too hard on himself, but that felt too simple an expression to describe his tone. The company would most likely attempt to transport me to a containment unit, but I disagree with that decision. I would like to ask you to dispose of me in the on the spot. He just wants to die? That's crazy. I am well aware that I'm not the kind of congenial person who earns others' favors at first meeting, if at all. I also don't believe that our brief relationship has been the most amicable kind. Therefore, I see little reason why you would hesitate to cut me down. Of course, sinners with gentle hearts like this young Sinclair here may express certain distaste against this decision, but once I become a pacatulum, I may as well mean that Hohenheim, the entity, has ceased to be. I hope no unnecessary emotions like guilt clouds your judgment in killing the pacatulum, a mere byproduct. His name makes sense now. I see why his name is Hohenheim. Makes sense, guys. I wanted Krog if I was born in the city too, but he's having such a good life, right? As a researcher, it's not like he's on the streets. It's not like he's being like, I don't know, beat up left and right. He's just a nerd. What if something unexpected happened? We're talking about your life here. Don't you have any manuals with backup plans, or this is a very simple matter. Nothing more than a coin flip, heads or tails. It appears you are still insisting on your absurd 50-50 theory. Hohenheim from Brotherhood, yeah. A severe case of nerd neck and that fate is making him look worse. It's like the worst fate ever. You're kind of right about that. I hate how you mention that because, like, honestly, nerd neck is so real. Nerd neck is so real. What is vague posting? It's when you go, oh, I can't wait for Ark to see this scene because blah blah blah. It's so exciting. Something happens. This may or may not happen. That's vague posting. I am a researcher who wishes to humiliate the field of mathematical statistics, unlike the general lay of the academia. I believe there's a certain romanticism to research. It is much more exciting to run as many tests and gain as many samples as we can than to be stuck behind a desk, poring day and night over books and paper, isn't it? All for science. If it's tails, then you may dispose of me immediately, and the employees here will take care of the rest. Don't forget to destroy the key inside that coat pocket and the files inside my cabinets. For example? Yes, we remember. If I were to successfully distort, we would be halfway to success. For the first time, I am feeling quite the envy for you all. I wish I could be a witness to my very own distortion. You've been paying attention to my lectures, perhaps you could even come up with a classification code for my distortion too, going by the standards we have discussed earlier. Not that I have a very high expectation that you would. I've recently come to realization that people nodding along to my words is not a signifier of comprehension, but instead an expression of societal niceties. Play with me. Nods. Then the manager here will open the entrance to my dungeon of the Fathoms. And you will progress through the mirror dungeon as you have always done when facing a distortion, to reach into its deepest fathoms to face my distortion once again. Welcome back, Clock. That's what I'm saying, the nerd neck. There was something about it, like, I don't know if you guys noticed that, like, the nerd neck is so real. It's so real. Or the nerd posture. I wish you the best of luck in your suppression efforts. It's so funny, too, how, like, they just integrated that into a sprite. The gamer neck, yeah. Hexasection. Everybody remember to stretch and have good posture. And once you made it that far, it is likely you will find me unconscious, or if luck would have it, conscious. I was a victim of nerd neck once. Oh no! You gotta do those, the good back exercises. A degree of case-by-case variance is to be expected. It may take some time for a full recovery, but it will happen should you succeed. Yeah, we did make that joke. You're a bit late, Clock, but we did. Distort yourself. That reminds me how this bamboo-headed Kim was brought back as well. Bamboo-headed Kim. He's recovered? He is safely contained within our facilities. It seems that they are ready to activate the monolith. I am confident that I, even as a distortion, will be quite the exceptional specimen. Hang on, just like that? You're not a Pikachulam. Indeed, and I. Is that they? I can still hear them. Yes, I. Remember, I still do. I know he'll be back, but gosh, this is pretty unnerving. Don't worry, we'll bring him back no matter what. The manager says that we will bring him back no matter what. Sure, sounds like a dependable sort, this manager of yours. Very well, please take a look at this. His neck is somewhat fixed. The distortion fixed it. Thank you for the follow. Neri. Sorry, I can't. Neri. I'm just gonna call you Neri. Welcome in. When I distort and become a bug? Isn't that just Gregor? Is this a note? Did he write his tips on how to do this or something? He says that all you have to do is read what's on that note in front of his distortion, apparently. It's some kind of a code. I don't think he'll hear anything but ticking noises from me. Can you read this, Marceau? It will be done as you commanded. Like a dog. Marceau nodded, then began to read the words from the note aloud. Lobotomy Corporation, 5 minutes. Potentiality, anticipation, right hand. The moment Marceau uttered them, an all too familiar portal began to appear around Hohenheim's distortion, as though they were a key to a door. Scattering shards of familiar yet alien sights appeared intermittently beyond the shimmering veil. Oh my god, it's you, Welcome in! Hohenheim had already entered the portal as we stood there gawking, but we could still hear his voice echoing throughout the laboratory. I suppose I'll be forced to share my past here. The past I never wanted to share. The past no one cares to learn about. It is something I must endure for the sake of this experiment. However, I needn't expose every little detail of it. It's all in the past now, anyway, isn't it? Ooh. Now we're in the dungeon. I think this is a good time to stop. This is a good time to stop. Cliffhanger. But it's also the start of another story. Another man's story. A man named Hohenheim, who is a researcher of Limbus Company. Okay, let's move. Let's move over here. Hi. Hi, it's me. Wait, did... Why is the chat a different color? Why is it... Was it always white? Did I change it? Was it always like this? Anyways. Heath Queef. The Heath Queef cliffhanger. Yeah, it's me, it's Ark. It was earlier. Huh. I always thought it was black text. Maybe I'm wrong. It's been like that since the start. Huh? Anyways. I guess I've never really seen it for myself. Can you say my name before you leave, Lazarus? Lazarus. Okay, goodbye, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. Oh, Blong, I'm blinking. Oh, I love your name so much. Anyone face my 22 KB curse yet? What is that? No? Okay, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I'll be back tomorrow with some art or just chatting. It might be art. It'll probably be art. I actually want to play more Slormancer, guys. I didn't have a chance to play more Slormancer on Friday because I had to leave early. You guys wouldn't hate me if I changed the schedule, right? Unless... I also enjoy my art streams. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll probably keep it the same. I don't want to change much. You have the merch link. No. It's fine. We don't need a merch link. We're good. We're all good. I noticed that some of you guys are waiting for the Skep design commission. I don't know if anyone who is waiting is here, but I just want to mention that it's not like a real reference sheet. It's just a Skep style one. If you guys want a reference sheet, it will be a custom commission. But yeah, I'll probably open some of those up because I don't know what the demand of it was, but it seems like some people are waiting for it. So maybe we'll open them up for tomorrow and maybe we can start on Skep style designs tomorrow or Sunday. We'll see. Can we get the reference sheet ones? We can. I'm still trying to figure out the pricing because it's going to be a lot more expensive. Maybe I'll open up another one. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Okay, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.